In HyperMesh, you can choose materials from your Granta MI Pro database and assign them to components in your product geometry. Select MI Materials Gateway to open the Gateway window. The Assignments panel shows the parts and components in your product geometry. Gateway assigns materials to components. Make sure that you select the components you want to assign to. You can hold down Shift or Control to select more than one component. Double-click on a material to assign it. Or, search for a material by name. The Granta materials are now in HyperMesh. To perform a more detailed search, open the MI Pro Explore web application. Starting with all available materials, you can drill down to find the materials you need. You can search on the value of a material property and see which materials pass. Add multiple criteria to narrow down the set of search results. Add columns to compare the values of key properties. For example, density or yield strength. On the scatter plot page, you can look at the relationship between properties for the materials in your search results. Double-click a material to open a material datasheet. And view all of the data. When you have chosen a material, find it by name in Gateway. If your CAD designer provided an NX part geometry file, you can use the CAD material assignments to assign materials for simulation in HyperMesh. When you import the part geometry, make sure you select Hierarchy as Parts or Assemblies. The Gateway window updates to show the parts and components. You can see the material that was assigned in NX in gray. This means that the material data is not yet in HyperMesh. To bring the material data into HyperMesh for simulation, select the component. You can hold down Shift or Control to select more than one component. Then, right-click on the material name and assign to selection. The assignment is no longer grayed out, which means that the material data is now in HyperMesh.